Okay, guys, now in example number 4, it says your garage door has a keypad that can be used to open the garage door. The code has 5 digits. You remember that the 5 digits are 1, 3, and guys, that should say between these two commas here, I don't know how it got deleted, but it should say 5 there. So it's 1, 3, 5, 7, and 9. Okay? But you can't remember the sequence. What is the probability that you open the garage on the first try? Now let me ask you this. This is a lock that has it has a code, a 5-digit code. Do you think that the order matters, Ian? Yeah, order is definitely going to matter. So we want to find out how many different permutations are there. Okay? Well, how could I set this up just to find out how many different permutations there are of these 5 numbers? How do I set this up, Kyle? Yep. Right? Exactly. They're both 5 because there are 5 digits and I'm going to use all 5 of them. Okay? I just don't know what order they come in. So let's do this. Let's find out how many different orders there are. Eric, what goes on the top of this fraction? 5 factorial. Excellent. Okay. And then on the bottom, Benny, what do I write inside those parentheses? 5 minus 5. And when I simplify, I'm going to get 5 factorial over 0 factorial. Okay. Now, Troy, what do I get when I write this out on the numerator?
5 times 4 times 3 times 2, 1.
Excellent. Now, Reed, what do I get in the denominator?
1.
Just 1, because 0 factorial equals 1. Okay? Now, guys, when I simplify this thing, what do I get, Will? 120. So there's 120 different orders of these 5 numbers. All right? But this isn't what they asked us for. They said, what's the probability that we're going to choose the right one on our first try? How do I write that, Edward? 1 over 120. And that's exactly right. But I want you to think about this. What does the top, and I want you to go back, I want you to reach back in your memory banks. What's the formula for probability? What's the top, what's the bottom? What does that stand for? Edward? Nope. No. Think about probability. What do I put on top and what do I write on the bottom when I want to find probability? Eric, you got a guess for us? No, not percents, guys. Probability. Okay? Benny? This is possible. But what goes on top? CB? No. Benny? The desired. All right? There are 120 possible order of numbers that I can choose from, but there's only one that I want, right, to open this lock. So 1 out of 120. That's our probability. And I don't know if, we could write that as a decimal or as a percent, however they want it. All right? Guys, excellent job. I'm sorry I kept you 1 minute late, but you did a good job recording these things. Get to your homework.